Darlings, have you tried the Pillow Talk effect?
Everyone deserves it.
Supersize, maximize, hydrate, plump, plump, pow. Supersize, maximize, hydrate, plump, plump, pow. Supersize, maximize, hydrate, plump, plump, pow. Baby, supersize, maximize, hydrate, plump, pow.
Darling, have you seen the Pillow Talk effect?
New jeans, glow and gleam, pillow talk with sculpture gene. Cheat your lips and fill it out, and plump, 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 pow. Blush, feel the rush, go, see the glow. Bigger, brighter eyes, it's all about size. Lift up your lashes, push it up, push it up, push it up, pull it up.
Darlings, get the Pillow Talk effect.
Plumpgasm. Everyone deserves one.
Hydrate, plump, plump, pow.
Darlings, it's the Pillow Talk effect.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. Did you love that backflip that Charlotte just did in that video? Because I know I do. While we are waiting for everybody to join, I would love to know where you are all tuning in from. I am broadcasting live from sunny Southern California here in San Diego. My name is Rashina Green, and I am the Education Content Manager for Charlotte Tilbury here in North America. And I'm so happy to have you all here. If you are new to our YouTube lives, hello and welcome. If you have joined me before, welcome back. I'm super happy to have all my old friends here with me. Let's see, we have some people from Spain. Welcome. Ireland, amazing. The Netherlands, Italy, hello. All right, we're going to get started here in just a moment. Like I mentioned, my name is Rashina Green. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Rashina Green Artistry. And I'll totally follow you back. You can totally ask me questions there about products that we're using in this class today, or let me know future classes you'd like to see. Totally helpful. Hello from everybody. I see Italy, California, Glasgow, Belgium, England, Europa. Amazing. All right, so let's get started here. This class is all about how to get that gorgeous glowing skin. We're going to be incorporating some of Charlotte's amazing and iconic award-winning skincare, as well as her beautiful skin complexion products. We're going to also do a little bit of some new Pillow Talk lips. So you saw in our commercial just now some amazing products, including our Plumpgasm, but we also have some shade extensions of our lipstick and lip cheat, which I'm super excited to share with you. Again, if this is your first time to our classes, I will share some housekeeping tips. You have the chat, which all of you are using. Feel free to ask questions there. I will work really hard to answer all of your questions live. If I don't get to your question, I do have a partner in the chat under Charlotte Tilbury Beauty. That's Richard. Everybody say hi to Richard. He's going to be answering some questions as well if I don't get to them. He'll also be plugging in the links to the products that I'm using. So if you see me using a moisturizer, he'll pop the link in. You can click the link. It'll open up to Charlotte Tilbury's website, and you can actually shop live while we're doing this masterclass. So make sure you're doing that, because some products have sold out in the past. You don't want to be sad, but everybody's country is going to have a little bit of a different stock. So if it's sold out in your country, don't worry, it'll come back. All of these are permanent products that I'm going to be going over. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. You do not have to adjust your screen. I wanted to give you what the finished look was going to be of the glowing, gorgeous skincare and beautiful skin foundation look with some Pillow Talk shades. And then I have my blank canvas here, which I'm going to start right now. Charlotte always likes to say it's all about, you know, beautiful before and beautiful after, as well as a beautiful painting always starts with a beautiful canvas. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right into skincare. All right, so the very first product that I'm going to use has been kind of like a really big hit. Not that I'm surprised, because Charlotte has amazing things, but I'm super excited how people are really embracing Charlotte's brand new Magic Hydrator Mist. So this is something that I like to use pretty much right out of the shower or right after I wash my face. This is going to really lock in your hydration. It has hyaluronic acid, which is going to flood your skin with moisture, niacinamide, which is really nice and brightening. And this is going to be really great for pollution defense. So almost people use this as like, not, you want to use it before your serum. So think of it as almost like an essence. So let's do a little spritz like so. Just a little bit is all you need. Then I'm going to go right into my serum. And I will tell you, She's well loved. Like when I tell you this is all that's left in my serum, so time to refill. 4 to 6 drops is really all you need of the serum. I'm running low, so I'm just going to get as much on there as I can. There we go. So this you can use morning and night, and you really want to massage it in there, really work its way into the skin. I have a lot of natural redness. I have a lot of freckles. I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation as well. What I love about the serum, Magic Serum Crystal Elixir, is one, it's great for all skin types. So you can use this if you're oily, combination, dry. It has polyglutamic acid, which is different than hyaluronic acid. It's actually 4 times more hydrating. So if you're watching this and you have really dry skin, that's a great ingredient. If you have discoloration, we have niacinamide here, which is going to help brighten and even out the skin, as well as shrink pores. And golden vitamin C, which is very nice and brightening. Someone asked what eyeshadow I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Pillow Talk Original Luxury Palette, an oldie but a goodie, one of my favorites. It looks like this. I also have a little bit of the Pillow Talk Color Chameleon underneath. So if you're, in a pinch and you just want to pop on a little bit of color, we have this guy as well. All right. So yes, you just started using the serum. You're going to absolutely love what it does for your skin, Irene. All right. Oh, and Sarah, you love it too. So now I've done my serum. I'm going to go in with my eye serum. Let me tell you, I used to be charged extra for all of the bags I would carry underneath my eye anytime I had a flight. And so ever since I've been using Charlotte's Cryo Recovery Eye Serum, it has really deflated these bags. So I love that. It was one of the biggest things that I was insecure about because why was it so puffy? I just had no idea. I was sleeping. I was drinking enough water. I don't know what was going on. But this has helped make my under eye brighter. It's helped make it less puffy. I also like how my makeup looks underneath this. I like how it's cold. Charlotte used to get teaspoons and keep them in the freezer, and she would kind of hold them underneath her eyes. So she basically used that inspiration to create this. It has this metal tip that's really nice and cooling. So, when you wake up in the morning, you're just so swollen and puffy. This is going to help with that lymphatic drainage. So it's going to be nice and smooth underneath the eyes. And you can apply this day and night. You can go around the eye if you want to. I like to go inwards here so it drains in my lymph node. And then you can go in with another eye cream if you want to. Serums are going to penetrate deeper than, regular moisturizers. I like to just wear it by itself because I feel like it kind of does the job it needs to, and I don't need any additional eye creams, but it's totally up to you. There we go. I'm back. Okay, Magic Water Cream. Love this. Also almost donesy with this as well. It's great because it's refillable, so we're great with sustainability. If you run out of your product, don't throw away this gorgeous glass bottle. You can actually just buy the refill. So these pop right out, just like those little coffee pods, and then you pop a new one right in. So why do I love Magic Water Cream? I'm gonna use a little less than that because I have half a face. Okay, so just use just a tiny bit like this, and you can apply this all over your face, your neck. I've used it on my hands before. I love this because fragrance free. I know a lot of people out there are super sensitive, like their skin is super sensitive. They're sensitive to fragrance. You can absolutely use this. My brother-in-law loves this. It's unisex. If you have skin, it's for you. This is really best for, it's great for all skin types, but really fantastic for dehydrated skin, as well as oily skin or people with larger pores. The reason being is a lot of times when your skin is dehydrated or flaky, it's actually needing more hydration. And even if you're oily, sometimes people think like, oh, I don't use a moisturizer because my skin is too oily. Well, it's actually needing more moisture. So it's overproducing oil because you don't have enough hydration or enough water in your body. So this is going to really flood your skin with moisture, this Magic Water Cream. And it's also going to give you up to 100 hours of hydration. My skin is a little bit more on the normal side, so I really jump between the Magic Cream and the Magic Water Cream. If you use the Magic Cream, like the biggest difference is Magic Cream is great for drier skin. It's great for sort of youth boosting your skin because it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. Whereas the Magic Water Cream is great for sensitive skin, dehydrated skin, oily skin. And it's great also just for everyday usage. I almost use this like daytime, and then I'll use the Magic Cream at night, or sometimes I'll just use this in the summertime when it's hotter, and then I'll use the Magic Cream in the winter when it's a little bit more dry. All right. Oh, hello in Manchester. Yes, Valentina, it is miraculous. And you can already see that you get a really gorgeous glow with the Magic Water Cream. Again, I love that you get 100 hours of hydration. I love that it's fragrance free. So there you go. Really lightweight gel cream form or gel formula. All right. Now let's jump into foundation. So I was just laughing with my friend just before this because I look very olive here because my overall tone on my body is much warmer. My face runs a little pink, but I don't want to have an all over pink face. So I choose a shade that's warm. And we're using Beautiful Skin foundation, and I'm using shade 7 Warm, which, listen, I might be Delulu. I probably am a lot lighter than this shade, but I want to look tanner, so we're just going to go with it. And I use, half a pump to 1 pump for that whole side of the face, 1 whole pump for the whole face. And then I'm going to go in with Charlotte's Magic Complexion Brush, which I love. It's normally white, but I've already used it. I love this foundation because it's a medium coverage. And like I said, I have freckles. And I don't like to fully cover my freckles. I kind of like to still see them. But as you can see, it got rid of that redness that I have instantly. And my skin I have a little bit of rosacea, so it's always a little bit red. And I love that this foundation kind of calms the redness down. I have that hyperpigmentation right here, and it just covers it right up. But it doesn't look heavy or cakey. I like that it looks super nice and hydrated. Again, medium, kind of buildable. I wouldn't say that you could get this to a full coverage. So if you're wanting full coverage, I would go with our Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And you can apply this with a brush. You can apply this with your hands. You can apply this with a sponge, whatever you're wanting. I like to use a brush for control. Sometimes I'll go in with a sponge to just kind of shear it out if I want even less coverage. Totally preference. Let's get a little bit between the eyebrows here, just like so. Maybe I actually need a little more coverage right in the middle. Let's add a bit more. These come in 30 shades as well. I'm not going to be using tanning drops, Julia, because I had already. I feel like it tans me really, really well, and then it fades around 4 or 5 days. So I had already kind of used it, and I'm already on the last. I think yesterday was the last day for it. So I'm a little bit lighter, but I'm ready to add another layer of it. It develops so fast on your skin too. So I usually put it on in the morning. I mix it with my Magic Water Cream and I pop it right on. And I find that in like a couple hours, it's already quite tan. So now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm using the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, shade number 5. Normally, if you've watched my YouTube lives, I go with I don't use brightening concealer. I don't use a brightening shade. I usually use a shade a little bit closer to my skin tone. We're doing something different today. So I just wanted it to look a little bit brighter. And I'm using my finger to apply it. I just find that like the body heat from your finger really melts the product in, so you're not going to get any creasing, which is always really nice. And it just brightens up really lovely. These are Charlotte Tilbury brushes that I'm using. So far I have used the Magic Complexion brush for my foundation, and I'm just using my fingers for the concealer. You can apply concealer wherever you need a little bit more coverage. Like I probably could here, but I mean, I don't mind looking a little natural. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, my concealer on, I'm going to go in back with my Magic Complexion brush. I have 2 here because I don't want to mix them. And I'm going to be using Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade number 2 Medium. And this is a cream bronzer, so I just kind of stamp it in there. And I go a little bit higher than the hollows of my cheek, and I sort of stipple this on. And I love, love, love this cream bronzer because it just gives you the perfect sort of bronzer to warm up your face, but also give you like a nice shape right in here. Yes, there you can see it. The foundation is so bright. Yes, and I like that the foundation gives a glow. I will say, normally I will powder after this, but I'm going to wait till the end to powder. You'll see why. I had someone DM me on Instagram asking me about our wands and if they should be powdering and then applying them. And I told them, like, you can do whatever you want. I have powdered and put the wands on top. I've also put the wands on and then powdered around it with no powder on top. So you can do whatever you want. I just feel like for today, I am going to put the blush wands on and the highlighter wands on and then just powder in my T-zone so that I get that glow that you can see right here. All right, so now I'm all bronzed up. Let's jump into the next step, which we're going to do lips. So I'm going to be using Charlotte's brand new Pillow Talk Fair, which is this gorgeous shade right here. And if you are a fan of Pillow Talk, you're going to love the Pillow Talk Fair. It's part of our kissing formula, so more satin instead of matte. It's got a little bit of a bluer undertone, so if you don't love peachy shades or you're drawn to more blue shades, you're going to love, love, love this one. I like it because blue undertones make your teeth look whiter, I find. But to really mix things up, I'm actually going to be using a really dark brown lip liner because I find that the 90s lip has come back. So I'm going to be using Charlotte's Foxy Brown Lip Cheat. These are long wearing and waterproof. So you can color your whole lip in, which I am not doing. You can line your lip, which I will be doing. And let's see. Yes, someone asked, the bronzer needs powder application after using it. It does not. I don't. Like, I didn't put any powder on top of this here. You can if you want to, but I just like to stay dewy looking, you know? Okay, Foxy Brown, let's look. So I sharpened it. And you always, oh, look at me going too long. You always want, like, the Charlotte style of lip is always overdrawing a little bit in the center bottom and the center top. I like to smile so that my lip line is tight so that I'm not having a hard time lining it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit over my Cupid's bow here because I want full looking lips. But I'm going to start to hug my lip line here. So this will give you very much a fuller looking pout. Like, think of Queen of Hearts, Betty Boop lips. I love Betty Boop. All right. Do you guys know who Betty Boop is? That's a kind of a old vintage reference from a cartoon a long time ago. All right, now that I have Foxy Brown on, which I will say if you live in the US, I think it's currently sold out, but everywhere else should be fine. It comes back. It's permanent. Don't worry. So now I'm going to go in with the lipstick, which is a light pink. And I love the way it looks with the dark liner. And then blend. You can use a brush if you want to. You can use just your lips. You can use your finger, whatever you want. Thank you, Stephanie. All right, so you can see it gives this really soft, first of all, how full do my lips look? Really soft, brownish. I know this sounds weird, but it's kind of a brownish gray, but I really like that. That's very popular right now. And to really bring the shine all the way up, we are going to add Charlotte's Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm in the shade Fair Medium. Yes, so this comes in two shades, Fair Medium and Medium Deep. And this class is all about the glow, right? So I'm just going to really look at that. What's really great about this lip plumper is it has heat and ice technology. So first of all, instantly makes your lips look fuller, but also over time. Look at that. Isn't that nuts? You guys really saw that. I feel like my lips look bigger. Do you guys? Let me know in the chat. Does it look like my lips look fuller? Yes, you ordered them yesterday. You're going to love them. Ooh, and then instantly I start to feel like a very soft tingle. Don't worry, it doesn't burn. It's kind of like a minty tingle, I guess you would say. All right, so now on to what you guys I feel like always come for. It's the Beauty Light ones, and I dropped it, so let's pick it up. Here it is. All right, so I'm going to start off with Pinkgasm. Charlotte calls this her 1-dot wonder, but I'm going to definitely put on a couple dots. So the trick is you want to twist it to unlock it. You'll see a little gap happen right here. Squeeze it and then apply it. Let's do like 3 dots. And I'm doing kind of high, like that. And then you want to twist it to lock it. Because if you don't twist it and lock it, when you put your cap on, it's going to squeeze in there and you are going to be upset because it's all over the place. All right. And I'm going to go in now with Charlotte's Hollywood Complexion Brush, 2-sided. So you have one side you can use for contouring, concealer, and then you have your other side for foundation, cream products, etc. So I'm going to keep the placement of the Pinkgasm really high. I kind of like when they wrap it around the eye a little bit, like why not? This is going to give that sort of lifted cheek a look. Oh, I don't know why I did this. I already had one on here. Look, we're going to put more. I forgot I already did half my face, but you know what? The blush is blushing. Oh, so I might have to add a little more to this other side. Nudegasm palette is gorgeous. Yes. I see someone mentioning fragrance in the chat. Have you guys all seen the gorgeous ads for them? This side needs more. You have no idea. I work for this brand. You would think I was biased. I love them all. I have 2 that are my favorite. I shouldn't be talking about these, but I will tell you when they launch, get your hands on more sacks because this one smells so good. It smells expensive. It smells, I mean, it's supposed to have you feeling really seductive, which I do, but I love that one and all of them really, but that's like my go-to. Okay, can't talk too much about those, but get your hands on those soon. There is the blush, Pinkgasm. Now we're going to add a highlight, of course, using Spotlight. This is Hollywood Beauty Light 1 Spotlight. Again, twist it to unlock it. Squeeze a little bit out. Twist it to lock it back in place. We're going to paint that on here. Let's do a little bit there. Let's add more here. I mean, since I already am double layering, apparently. I'm going to go back in with that same brush, but I'm just going to clean it off with a towel. And I'm just going to stipple this on. I just love that this gives you the absolute ultimate glow. I'm telling you, if you feel like glow enhances texture, your fine lines, pores, I promise you this does not. These are going to look like, just look up close. What pores? Wrinkles? No, I mean, it's just, it sits beautifully. So shellac this on. I always have to, I'm going to tell you a story. If you are a person of a certain age, sometimes people get nervous about wearing shimmer because they think it's going to enhance wrinkles, fine lines, and things like that. But here is my analogy. Think of the desert. It's dry, cracky desert ground. That looks not appealing. But think about the oasis that you see in the distance. It's kind of watery and wet and hydrating. Like that looks gorgeous. Same with the face. If your face is too matte, it can look a little bit older. Sometimes it can look mature. It will enhance the texture of fine lines and wrinkles. Whereas the moisturized, wet, dewy skin is going to be a camouflage for all of those things. Like, look at that. I turned 40 this year and it looks quite dewy and is an illusion of youth. 40 is still young. I will say that. All right. So now let's powder down because there's a difference between looking sweaty and also just glowing. I'm going to be using Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Finish, shade number 2 medium. She's well loved. That's why she's got a little belly button, a little crop top for summer. So I'm using the Powder and Sculpt brush from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to just kind of stipple this on in the high planes of the face. But I have a second powder that I'm going to use that I really like too. It's Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Brightening Powder. It's more of like a white powder, and there's also a banana powder version of it too that I'm going to use a little bit more under the eyes. Oh, thank you, Valentina. You're sweet. You bought both colors of the, yes, lip plumper. I love that. You can, it looks great, really. Use the deep shade, use the light shade. They're not for any particular skin tone. They're for everybody. All right, but do you see how this just blurred out? Like, what pore? I'm going to go close. Like, I have pores. I mean, listen, I'm not AI, but this powder blurs it out. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to get, thank you very much. You're very sweet. Okay, look at this little tiny baby. Oh, I got a little something on there. This is Charlotte's Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish in the travel size. She also has a little tiny belly button as well. And I actually normally go in with a small brush. This is Charlotte's blender brush. And I actually put it right underneath the eyes. A lot of people get scared about putting powder under the eyes because they're like, oh my gosh, that's going to settle in my wrinkles. But if your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, your mascara creases, this has saved me. And this is truly why I put it under here, because I have a little bit of a hooded eye. Let's not lie. I have a big hooded eye. And I find that I get always a little bit of mascara or eyeliner just smudged right here in this corner. But ever since I've been putting this powder right there, and right here, I don't get that because it's like more matte there, even though it has like a shine. And really to just kind of illuminate the face, I'm going to use this white powder. It's a transparent, but it has, you know, look at it. You're going to get a little bit of a glow. We have it in a full size and a small size. This is like the brightening version of the beautiful skin. I mean, what am I talking about? This is the brightening version of the Airbrush Flawless Finish. So it's a little bit newer. Check her out. It comes in this shade. Let me see if I have the other shade too. It comes in like a white for really any skin tone, fair, medium, or tan. And it also comes in like a yellow shade, like a banana. And then if you're a little bit of a richer complexion, you can use that one. It's more yellow. Like I'm sure you've heard of banana powders. I don't know where mine is, guys. All right, so let's pop a little bit more of this on. Just a little bit in the T-zone. Just, it kind of gives like a little extra, it feels like I have a spotlight on my face and it's glowing right in the center. Oh, setting spray. Stephanie, you have already beat me to the punch. So now that we have, first of all, look at that. So Strategic Glow, you notice that I didn't put any powder here. I powdered in the center. Strategic Glow. So, you know, listen, Charlotte she calls herself the light thief. And truly, like if you're looking straight on, it's soft, it's blurred. But then if I'm walking, like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so let's lock this in and set it for up to 16 hours with Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And oh my gosh, you guys, I have a jumbo size. I wish I had the other one for reference so you could see. I don't know where it is. It's fine. But get your hands on the big one, because if you have used it and you love it, the value is obviously always better when you get the bigger ones. But this is going to be alcohol-free, oil-free, lock on your makeup. You could actually also use it as a priming setting spray. So you would do your full skincare routine, spray your face, let it dry for a second, then go in with your foundation, eyeshadow, everything. And after you're done, literally every step, including lip, spray one final time, which I will do now. Love this. So if you do those steps, prime and set, I promise you, your makeup will stay on all day. And I used to just, like, I'm not big on touching up. I will say I'm very low maintenance. Like, I'll do the full beat makeup in the morning, and you will not see me touch up throughout the day. Mostly because I don't need to, but also just because I don't really care to. And worry-free with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. All right. Oh, it's sold out. If the big one is sold out, don't worry. Get yourself the smaller one, or even the travel size. The big one might be coming back. The setting spray is insane. Yes. Okay. So let's wrap this up. I always like to end these with my top 3 must-haves. If you want them all, get them all. But if you feel like, ooh, you just want a couple things for now until your next paycheck, let's go ahead and go over my top must-haves. I would say Magic Water Cream. Must-have, must-have. My skin has never been the same since using Charlotte's skincare. I used to think my skin was good, but I started using Charlotte's skincare and I was like, oh, it could be better. And it has gotten so much better using it. So Magic Water Cream is my number 1 choice. My second choice would probably have to be Beautiful Skin Foundation. Do you see now? Like, you wouldn't know that I had a pink face under here because it kind of all matches. It's fine. So Beautiful Skin Foundation is my number 2. And then my number 3 is going to have to be Plumpgasm. And I love this one. This is the fair medium, but just any of the new Pillow Talk, like, Pillow Talk Fair is so pretty. So get your hands on those while you can. I hope you click those links that Richard shared in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Rashina Green Artistry. Feel free to DM me if you have any questions about the products I've used today or future products that you want to see, future classes you want to see. Most importantly, get your hands on those fragrances. Once they come out, you will not regret it. 6 mood boosting fragrances brought to you by the queen of glow, Charlotte Tilbury, who's been studying and looking into fragrances for so many years and backed by science. So you'll absolutely love those. Game changing. They smell so delicious. You guys will love them all. But other than that, have an amazing rest of your day. And we will see you soon. Find me on Instagram. Talk to you all later. Thank you.